Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. And humbly bow down, seeking permission for this morning's collective meditation. From our hearts, we humbly surrender at Mother's lotus feet and desire to be guided through our meditation to achieve the state of thoughtless awareness, doubtless awareness. Let's raise our Kundalinis and put ourselves in a bandhan. Let's move our attention to the Mooladhar. Shri Mataji, you are Shri Ganesha. Please let your lotus feet reside on my Mooladhar chakra. Please establish the powerful innocence and wisdom of Shri Ganesha within me. Please let the essence of Shri Ganesha be awakened on all my energy centers, established in all my energy channels, in my mind, in my thoughts, in my actions.
Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Mataji Shri Devi Namo Namah by your grace. Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namah.
Meditation to the left channel, right hand towards Mother Earth. Surrender our past, we forgive our past. With love and compassion selves, we surrender to Shri Mahakali and we humbly strengthen my left side. Father, I am the Spirit.
Tvameva sakshat Shri Danadi Swamini sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhadrakali Kali Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadha Namostute. Om Tumeva Sakshat Shri Pingala Nadi Swami Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Namaste Rudratmakaya Hum Fat. Om Ham Hanumate Rudratmakaya Hum Fat. Om Ham Hanumate Rudratmakaya Hum Fat.
We humbly surrender our egos and our overactive, overthinking right side. Mother, verily you are the doer, Mother India. Verily you are the responsibility in bring our left hand back into our lap. Right hand on our left Vishuddhi. It's facing our head to the right. Slight pressure on the left. Mother, I am not guilty. As I am this spirit, by your grace, how can I be guilty? Let's move our attention to the Sahasrara.
Not at Sahasrara, you have to thank me. At Sahasrara, put your hand, move it 7 times, and thank me 7 times. Mother, thank you very much for the realization. And Mother, thank you very much for making us understand how great we are. And thank you very much for bringing all the blessings of the divine. And thank you very much for raising us higher, much higher than from where we were. And also thank you very much for sustaining us and for helping us to improve ourselves and correct ourselves. And thank you very much ultimately that Mother, you have come on this earth, taken your birth and working so hard for us, for all of us. Press it hard and move it hard.
Let's continue listening to the Ganesha Puja talk from 1996.
Then Sri Ganesha. He will never forget these people. Never, never, never. First of all, he'll expose them and he will punish them for 7 lives. 7 lives their families will be cursed, and 7 lives they themselves will be cursed. That is his commandment. But if his mother says, all right, forgive, or the father says, all right, forgive, he obeys. He obeys his mother absolutely. Never questions. Never questions. Never answers back. Whatever is told, though he is in command of all the Ganas, he is Ganadisha. But before his mother, he is just like a little baby. He doesn't challenge the mother. Even if the mother tries to test him or tries to get puzzled, he never doubt her. In her Maya, he cannot fall. He cannot fall into her Maya because he's so innocent. He's like a churned out butter out of the buttermilk. So this butter can never get dissolved back. In the same way, this child, which is pure innocence, never can be contaminated by the Maya of the mother. Maya is the process by which you test people. You have to test them. See, these days people are so clever, so intelligent, that it is beyond even Adi Shakti, beyond any Shakti, the way they try to cheat. So many have cheated me, but they're back in their seats again. That's done not by me, but by Shri Ganesha. He's just standing on all the sides. If you try to do anything like that, he'll hit you hard. I can't help it. Now, this one came on this earth as our Lord Jesus Christ. Christ, I think, is more active than Shri Ganesha, because Ganesha is fat, he has a big belly. I think it takes time to hit you. But this Christ, I don't know how he has hit people. All over the world there are diseases. He has killed so many. He is the one who used to ask for forgiveness for the people who killed him. But he is so active, I've seen, that sometimes I tell people, don't talk ill of me, it's very dangerous. Don't talk against me. In a very secret manner he exists. And the way he hits people is sometimes dangerous. Even my eyes get filled up with tears. So I have to control both sides. One is Shri Ganesha, another side is Christ. There are 2 other people, Saint Michael and Gabriel. We call them in Sanskrit language as Bhairava and Hanumana, and they incarnated as Buddha, Mahavira and Buddha. And the Buddhists are really, I tell you, are another kind of perverts. It was said, Buddha said, that you should not get attached to anything. You shouldn't get attached to your money, to your wealth, to your family, to anyone. That time, the attachment was very great, must have been. And this attachment, he wanted them to remove from the minds of the people. You cannot. By removing your clothes, by wearing those saffron clothes, by shaving your heads, by walking bare feet, by torturing your body. You cannot. That's all outside. That's not real detachment. That's not Buddha taught. Neither Christ nor Mahavira. What they said, that you should get detached from within. To get detached from within is very different than to get detached from outside. It's not how much you starve that you become Christ, or whether you move like Mahavira, that you become like him, or you get saffron clothes like Buddha, you become Buddha. So what a misconception they have of whatever was taught to people. That was the time when it was the days of tapasya, of penance. And that's why they said to do penance is best is to get rid of all these things, so you will develop deeper into your being. Even in the Christian religion, they started these nuns and what you call them, the fathers and the mothers and the nuns and all kinds of things. This is another artificial thing they started. By doing this, do you think you can become innocent? I have known nuns who are so horrible that you can't even look at them. They emit nothing but heat. And those priests, now we have heard about them, the way they are attacking the innocence of people. Buddhists are the worst, I should say, because they say renounce. Renounce everything. All right? Renounce and beg. So you renounce everything and beg for gold. What do you say to this kind of a contradiction? And we have there like Dalai Lama. He's a universal beggar. And people like it. People like if somebody is begging because their ego is pampered. Like he went to Los Angeles and all the actors and actresses had a very, very big conference and thought that by giving alms to this beggar, their innocence will come back. Can you believe such a story? Any sensible people has to understand that by giving alms, how can your innocence come back? And so this fellow was again given a lot of alms. He's got a lot of gold and he's really a goldy man, all the time collecting gold from here and gold from there and gold from there. Such people, incarnations who came just to tell us to be detached, just to develop morality. If you are detached about your sex life, if you are detached about your financial side, if you are detached even from your country, then a detached personality of that kind will become innocent and there will be no quarrel. But it's happening the other way around now. Same in the Islam. Whatever was taught in the Islam is taken on the other side. It cannot be in any way where Muhammad Sahib was only insisting on morality. Any kind of immoral behavior he didn't want to have. He did say at that time you can marry more women because there are more women. But he never said you become prostitutes. You lead a life of sin. That was just a samayachar. That was only that time. That was the problem. He said, all right. For example, divorce was not allowed at a time. But in Sahaja Yoga we do allow divorce. But I have seen that without divorce, they can't live. I mean, just an impossible situation, because also women sometimes are extremely cruel, and men sometimes are extremely peevish. Under these circumstances, how can they be companions? More women are immoral in this matter, I should say. First, it was the men who used to do immorality. But not the women, who are not only innocence but also Shakti, are trying to get into some sort of a shamelessness. No care of their own innocence. Their innocence is the Shakti. If a woman is not innocent, how can she have Shakti? If she is leading an immoral life, then her Shakti will be finished. Only her morality is her Shri Ganesha, which emits this purity in her. Now, I feel that the way people are pumping our heads with ideas, especially from Hollywood, we accept them. And we forget that we are just hurting Shri Ganesha, and he'll come back on us. It starts at a very low level when we start hating our children. The problem starts when we don't understand our children. I mean, in England, they say that 2 children are killed every week by parents. This kind of attitude towards children, first of all, they should not produce. If they have produced, then they are Shri Ganeshas. They have to respect, they have to love, and they have to encourage. But to spoil the children is also another kind of negative force, I think. Some people spoil their children. Ganesha can never be spoiled. You cannot spoil him, because he is beyond Maya. But the way people run after their children sometimes is shocking. To them, that is the greatest achievement they have got, that they have a child. Even in a place like India, where it's an overpopulation. To them, their children are like, I don't know what, so attached. So this is a new attachment that has started, which also gives you a kind of an immoral life. Because you are Sajogis. For people who are Sajogis, all the children of the world are their own. Not only your own children whom you love. All of them are Shri Ganeshas. Of course, if there's somebody who is not a good child, or you find it difficult, is all right. But otherwise, all the children of this world are your own children, and you have to love them as you would love your own children. Christ has said, love thy neighbor as thyself. I don't know why he said it, because in all Christian nations, neighbors are the biggest problem. Even here. So I say, love thy child, love other children as thy children. Let's start at that point, maybe after that. But normally, there are places where they won't allow you to take a flat because you have children. I mean, imagine. Only unmarried people or barren people can live there. And also compulsory is that you should not have any child. Even today you may not have child, but once you live there, you should not have any child. If you have a
Let's put our hands together. Humbly thank Shri Mataji for the opportunity of this morning's collective meditation. Thank you everyone for your vibrational presence. Let's raise our Kundalinis and put ourselves in a bandhan. And wishing you all a beautifully blissful day. Jai Shri Mataji.